Gareth David Lloyd, Yanta from Torchwood. You're watching Dr. Freedom.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to, I almost said welcome to the Omar Files. That's tomorrow. Okay. Time for some Doctor news from in and around the universe that may or may not affect you in some deeply, deeply spiritual way, or maybe even on a physical plane, and it could cause emotional acupuncture. Okay. Some interesting things that just popped up over the last 24 hours. Lots of interesting stuff, mainly about the Christmas special. I'm going to put a light spoiler warning on this one, possible spoilers, because once again, the BBC kind of gave a couple of things away with their photos that they put out for the Christmas special. Nothing major, but still, they need to be a little bit more, careful with what's they're popping out these days. It's almost as bad as that one Terminator Genesis trailer where they basically revealed the whole freaking plot of the movie. But okay, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Let's take a look at what we do have. And away we go. Okay, first Overrun Doctor Who. Sorry, not Blogger Who. Very sorry. Doctor Who 2015 Christmas special interviews. Peter Capaldi and Steve Moffat. This one was done by Blogger himself. Interesting stuff there. Oh, look, there's Mr. Head Guy. We're going to talk about him a little bit more in a minute. It's already described as a romp, and he goes into a little bit more detail here. I'm going to leave this one for you guys to read. It's a very interesting interview. I think you should take a look at it. Okay, here's Blogger's guide to the 2015 Christmas special, Husband's a River Song, and basically it's a nice little sum up of what's available. If there's anything you think you've missed regarding the Christmas special, whatnot, then please, boom, it's all summed up for you right here. Okay, this is Gallifrey Through the Ages, and this was put up for Hellbent. And it's a nice little photo slideshow of different views of Gallifrey we've been given over the years in the new, as well as the old series. Heck, I remember when Gallifrey had, oh man, Arc of Infinity, Art Deco. That's all I got to say, but they don't have any images of that I can see up here, but oh man, that was a weird one. Of course, Time Lord's still got the funny hats. Yeah. And obviously something going on here with the Sisterhood of Karn, but that's that particular picture. And we already know, we've already seen, Ohelia in the trailer for the next coming episode, so that's no biggie. But if you want to go skim through these, maybe get a look at what Gallifrey looked like back in the classic series, as well as the new, then bam, here it is. Okay, moving on. Okay, this is, Greg Davies is the guy playing Mr. Head on a Stick or Head on a Plate, whatever you want to call him, in this coming, in the upcoming Christmas special. I keep wanting to say finale, but, we're not getting to that yet. Oh, that's tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and it goes a bit into this here and talks about, what's going on with that. And I'll leave this one for you to read too. It's very, very interesting stuff, especially because you'll notice the one thing that was odd about this particular robot we kept seeing pictures of. That's what I'm going to talk about here in a minute coming up. Okay, so Mara, here we go. So they kind of gave that away right here. These are the pictures for the they were just put out today for Husband's a River Song. And apparently from what's being described, as well as in this particular article here, this guy is basically a 9-foot tall, rather weird cyborg. And it almost looks like they partially like those robots that they used all the way back in Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. I have to go take a look at those again, just maybe do a comparison. So if you want to go take a look at these, and then you may not want to, if you don't want to be spoiled, but I'm sorry, I already gave that up. But some really interesting pics from the Husbands of River Song. Please be sure to go take a look at that. Oh, Greg Davies, by the way, is playing the character King Hydroflax. I go into that a little bit here as well. Philip Reese as Ramon and Rowan Polanski as Fleming. But one of the funniest pics I've seen so far, hang on, is the sign on the TARDIS, Carol Singers will be criticized. I got a kick out of that. I got to laugh. All right, moving on. Now, over on Fansided, someone put up an article, and they were well-intended, about television ratings versus reality, and they've made the argument that the overall popularity of Doctor Who cannot be measured by the overnight ratings, which is true, but he lost me right here, because this showed me right here that he's not done the research. Very sorry, but okay, let's read this. While it is believable that there may have been a ratings dip last season, did you check the figures for Series 8? Most of the episodes scored higher than Series 7. So, no, you can't say there was a ratings dip last series because the ratings were all on par with the previous season, if not over. This was proved in an article that went up over on the Warp Factor called The Chicken Little Hypothesis. Matter of fact, Google it. I think you can still find it. It was on Warp Factor, The Chicken Little Hypothesis, and where he actually compared side by side the ratings chart for Series 7 and the ratings chart for Series 8. And in most cases, Series 8 scored higher, which is why it's boggling me why the ratings are still kind of down this series, even though the football is gone. But also, you have to look at the fact that Doctor Who is now more and more available online. So you can watch it on iPlayer, whatever, streaming or whatever. So maybe a lot of people are still staying hooked onto that. Also, you don't have to worry, if you get it on iPlayer, I don't think you have to worry about, well, then again, that's right. Only on BBC America, you got to worry about commercials. So, okay. So it's a very interesting take. And I'm glad that, David Hill here made the effort to calm people down about the whole ratings, shadoodle or kabobble or, boondoggle, whatever you want to call it. It's a Googleplex of madness. But that's where he slipped. There was no ratings dip in Series 8. Okay, Doctor Who stars on BBC over Christmas. There's the lovely Louise Jameson. Okay, apparently Pointless Celebrities has a pantomime special. It features 6th Doctor Colin Baker and Leela herself, Louise Jameson. Oh, look, see, there's Colin. Co-hosted by Alexander Armstrong, who starred in The Stolen Earth, Journey's End, and The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. And the show will air on December 24th on BBC One. Sticking with Alexander Armstrong, the actor is presenting Bruce's Hall of Fame with Alexander Armstrong and includes an appearance from Donna Noble, a.k.a. Catherine Tate. Hall of Fame puts a modern twist on the most famous acts of all time. And if you want to go check this out, then there's it also stars Australian film star, singer, and dancer Adam Garcia from The Christmas Invasion. And this one-off special is due to screen early in the new year. Also, we have Catherine Tate's been busy as a part of the cast of Billionaire Boy, based on the book by David Williams. You also see Rebecca Front and Warwick Davis on the program, which airs New Year's Day on BBC One. Also, Chris Eccleston can be seen in an extraordinary role in 10 Pieces 2, which airs on December 26th on BBC Two. In it, he introduces younger audiences to Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries, and you can see a preview of it here if you click on this link. All right, moving on. Interesting stuff. Alex Kingston isn't keen on the idea of a female doctor. Man, she ain't the only one. I just can't believe the hubbub that's still going on over this. And the thing is, I don't see what the problem is. I still don't. If it's a capable enough actress, I wish the whole gender bender thing, while I'm not a big fan of the whole gender swapping phenomenon that's been going on lately when they're doing remakes, still, I can see a female doctor if it's done properly. That's my own opinion. Alex Kingston has admitted she would struggle with the idea of a female doctor on Doctor Who. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's difficult. It's difficult. I would imagine that, if anything, the next doctor might be of a different race than gender. I can't imagine myself personally, the doctor being a different gender. I just think that too many men have played that role. And then she added, if one goes back historically, Doctor Who has always been a little boy show. Women are going to hate me for this, she said, but I do think that the doctor has to be a guy. I do, though it might be very interesting for River if it was a woman. Oh, okay, I like that. And of course, she's in the Husbands of River song, December 25th. And don't forget, 5:15 p.m. for Christmas Day. Whoo, doggy. That is really early. Okay, moving on. Alex Kingston, River Song won't be Doctor Who's next companion. She felt if she were a constant companion, I'm not sure the fans would enjoy that so much. Okay. And then she hops right in here with, I think the beauty of a character like River Song is that she'll come in for an adventure and then she goes off again. I think that's what the fans love. If she were a constant companion, I'm not sure the fans would enjoy that so much, and it would take away the opportunity for someone else to become the companion. Now, River's already established, so why not keep her in that respect and bring in a new companion? Because then you've got more people to interact with and play with. I'd love it if she came back again, but I think that works best the way Stephen has always interpreted their relationship. She goes, so it's not a full-time post, but how about a River spinoff? She goes, after the 9 o'clock watershed with Captain Jack, it might be naughty. Okay, moving up, David Tennant and Catherine Tate will guest star on a very on very British problems at Christmas. Okay, they're going to be among the many contributors to a special Christmas edition of the hit Channel 4 show. And the show will air on this Thursday, 17th of December, so just under 2 weeks from now at 10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. The Alaska TV show is based on the popular Twitter feed of the same name and sees well-known British celebrities providing their own unique takes on those everyday phenomena that characterize Britishness. So if you're into that, here's the information you need all right here over on the David Tennant fan site. All right, moving on. Lastly for today, Karen Gillan is feeling blue on the set of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Okay. 2. Sorry, I just got addicted to saying it for some reason. 2. Okay. The actress famously shaved her head for the first film and is now getting set to bring Nebula back for round 2. Okay, now, basically what it is, she put a tweet out. That's her being put in the alginate to do body molds and whatnot for the upcoming movie. I've missed this cantankerous chick. Hashtag Nebula, hashtag Guardians of the Galaxy. And, of course, Zoe Saldana. Last week, I believe I was on the 25th of November, put this one out, and that's what the alginate and all that looks like for when they're doing body molds, for various things that they do, FX wise, as well as, makeup tests, all that kind of stuff. So they're getting ready for Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and it's on its way. Okay, so to sum up, sorry, I had to take a deep breath. It's hard to believe that, it seems like yesterday we were sitting here waiting for months for Series 9 to come on the air, and now Series 9 is drawing to a close with tomorrow night's episode, Hell Bent. And I don't know, I'm hearing all kinds of weird, wild, and wonderful stuff about the series finale. And, all I know is this. I know the word Mary Sue has been coming up quite often. Well, the term Mary Sue, it's more than one word. And a bunch of other things, and I don't know. Only time will tell. We'll find out for sure. Also, I've been hearing crazy rumors about who the hybrid is. People are also dragging up the whole Eighth Doctor thing, when he said he was half human back in the 1996 movie. Come on. They've been downplaying that and burying that for how many years, trying to shovel that under the dirt or sweep it under the rug. Do you think they're honestly going to make it a big thing? Now, from what I heard from one possible source is that they might even talk about it. I think it might get a mention, but I honestly don't see it being a factor. I think it's going to be something far out, something we don't see coming, and something rather wonderful, I hope. Just judging from the little bits we've seen between trailers, photos, and whatnot, I think this one's going to be pretty epic, and I'm really looking forward to watching it tomorrow. Well, until then, folks, see you on the Omega Files. Everybody take care, ta-ta, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm out of here.